Hello and welcome to a new video. This week it's Scrawlrbox number 75 from November 2021. So, as you can see, there's the usual zine and the artwork by Scrawlrbox that you can find on Instagram. I'm sorry for butchering her name. So, the main item is a Sketchbook by Fabriano, which is 120 GSM, I guess. It's the first time in a Scrawlrbox that I received a sketchbook. It's made in Italy and it's A5 format with 24 sheets, so 48 pages. It looks like a nice paper and a nice sketchbook with a soft cover. Anyway, so just the Scrawlzine from November 2021 with different products. Then an interview with the Scrawlr artist, the featured artist. Some tips with the Brunzel pencils, and the gallery from I think it was September, I guess, with precision about the top three artists receive 300 Scrawlr points for subscription, and Uncle Frogface, who you must follow, is featured in the gallery. An article about art therapy and the end of the sketchbook. So, first of all, the sticker, as usual, it's an extract from the artwork by the Scrawlr featured artist. The menu with the challenge creating calm for this number 75 Scrawlrbox, and the different items. So first of all, as you can see, the Brunzel, well, first of all, the candy that I don't care about. The Brunzel pens, there are one part fine liner and one part brush pens. The Slim Eraser by Derwent. We'll go back on all of this later. The pencil is a gold fiber by Faber-Castell in 2B. And now you can't really see it on this side, but you'll see it better, I guess, on the other side, as it's in white. Yeah. The Faber-Castell Eco Pigment in 0.1, a usual from Scrawlrbox, but simple but effective. And it's waterproof, water resistant, so particularly fine for the Brunzel fine liner brush pens that are water based. And finally, the Unipasca in white in 0.7 millimeters, I guess. It's the 1ml. It's the thinner they have in Unipasca. I tried to activate it on the paper, but it didn't really work on this thin paper. So I tried to activate it on the menu just after getting rid of the packing plastic. Anyway, so yeah, as you can see, this box was quite full, and we have for about 20 pounds, maybe even more, of worth. so it's really worth the price of the Scrawlrbox subscription. Anyway, yeah, I just tried to see the fine liners. So there are two sets, Tokyo set and the Venice set. So I don't know which one it is. Yeah, it was the. So you can see on the table the Venice set, Venice edition, and the Tokyo edition, which I'm just unpacking right now. So there's supposed to be assorted colors in each set, and we'll see if they work fine together. Okay, I guess that's it for the unboxing, with the challenge creating Karm. So I'm just doing a swatch for once with Godfather pencil in 2B. It's just a graphite pencil. I will read the menu just a bit after. So yeah, the Faber-Castell Eco Pigment in 0.1, which is very, very fine. For the Posca, it's a bit complicated, so I had to go over the Faber-Castell and the inside cover. And now I'm swatching the Brinzel fine liner brush pens with the Tokyo set first. So each set is a collection of complementing colors. These sets are perfect for urban sketching, hand lettering, bullet journaling, brush lettering and drawing. Each of these pens is dual tipped with a brush tip for varied thickness, line making, and a 0.4mm durable fine nib for precise detailing. These pens contain a water-based ink, so you can reactivate them with water or create washes and blends with a little water and a brush. And each set costs £5.29 each. So yeah, it's a nice set and really goes well with this Fabriano sketchbook. I'll talk just a bit about the sketchbook just a bit after. I have to say for this month challenge that I first tried to draw I'm just testing the drawing with pencil. So for the final piece, I drew in Photoshop. I just tried to do so, and I printed my work, my line work, and then I just transferred it onto the sketchbook with the light. I don't know how to say it. It was just a simple transfer. So you won't see the sketching part, as I feel it wasn't really interesting in this one. I recorded the first half and I just gave up because it wasn't really interesting. I used true reference pictures of girls with umbrellas, and this one I'm drawing right now is also a reference picture that I found on Pinterest, just typing girl with umbrella, because I thought a rainy picture was suggesting calm for me. So yeah, the finished piece in graphite. So I'm just doing the line work with the Faber-Castell Eco Pigment 0.1. So this superfine pen is equipped with a special pigment and ink that's waterproof and lightfast. It also features a long metal cloud fiber tip for extra durability and makes it great for working with stencils and rulers. Use this tiny nib to add lots of fine details to your work. So the retail price of this Faber-Castell pigment is £3.39 for just one pen. Anyway, the sketchbook is made by Fabriano. It's in A5. So Fabriano has been making paper since the 13th century. So the paper that is produced today shows all of the quality you would expect from centuries of experience, innovation and skill, and this sketchbook contains high quality sheets of paper that are acid and chlorine free, and it retails for £3.50 for a 48 pages sketchbook. This sketchbook is actually really fine for just sketching and finish piece with with brush pens in that are water based. I spoke a bit last week, 2 weeks ago, about the fact that I hate my current sketchbook that is made by Arteza, and I think I will drop it. I will just give up on this sketchbook for a bit and use this Fabriano sketchbook instead for a while, and then I have other similar sketchbooks that we received with upgrades, I guess. Yeah, with upgrades, I'm sure of it. Maybe with Scrawlrbox, I'm not really sure of it. But anyway, I just gave up on my current sketchbook. So you can't really see, but I erased the graphite and I just started to color with brinzel brush pens. I didn't use the G1 Slim Eraser, I used another eraser that I already had, but the G1 Slim Eraser is presented by being a super slim eraser and is ideal for removing graphite in small areas and for soft, precise erasing. It's a soft, non-abrasive eraser that will guarantee a clean finish with low shading, and it retails for £1.25. For just a little slim eraser. Anyway, so as I was saying, I'm giving up my current sketchbook, and I was just not pleased with it, and so I had the problem that I was not drawing a lot due to my lack of passion for my current sketchbook. But anyway, the last thing I want to talk about is presenting the Unipasca in white that retails for £3 for just this fine detailing Posca that is smooth and opaque and works over any medium. So this ultrafine white Posca pen has an opaque water-based pigment ink that will write on virtually any surface and will not bleed through paper. It will dry permanent on paper or card and will layer fantastically with a multimedia project. It's perfect for highlighting elements of your work, or you can even use it as an eraser to edit your mistakes. And the tips about the brinzel brush pens are so first of all an artist advice. She enjoys drawing flowers a lot, and the future artwork is inspired from lilies. She sketched out a subject first and then decided to add details to the flowers and leaves with a fine liner, drawing lines of varied her varied thickness keeps the work interesting. She felt there was still something missing, so she added abstract swirls in the background. Then, because this piece is so detailed, yeah, it's really detailed, she colored the lilies to make them pop. So as you can see between my line art and now I just added a bit of lily inspired by the artist. So she colored the lilies to make them pop, and a tip she gives will be to add shadows to give some depth and layers to your artwork. And she hopes you use these tips and that you enjoy exploring these supplies. Tips from Scrawlrbox are a bit of things to try. So these fine liner and brush pens allow for thin and thick lines. It's all about the amount of pressure you put on the pen. A lighter pressure will create finer lines, and the harder you press, the thicker and more intense line work will be created. You can also create visual interest with cross-hatching, squiggles, dots and circles. You just have to mix it up. As the smaller nib matches the brush side, you can use the smaller end to fill in more detailed bits while keeping the color consistent. These pens are also water-based ink, so you can have some fun by getting a paintbrush involved. A couple of suggestions are: first, to lay the ink down on the page, then sweep over a damp paint brush to blend out the color. Or second, to create a wash, scribble on a palette first for some ink to work with, then use a wet brush to soften the color, perfect for creating backgrounds. Another tip is that the ultrafine nib on the Posca marker makes it ideal for adding in those intricate details with ease and control. And as you can see, I used it just a bit. The paint inside the Posca marker has a smooth, opaque coverage, so you can easily go over darker areas, whether this is to cover a mistake, they happen, or for adding highlights. Posca pens apply like acrylic paint, but they are water-based, so like the brush pens, keep that paintbrush handy to experiment with. And in contrast, the Faber-Castell Eco Fine Liner is a permanent marker, so any water added to the page while experimenting won't disrupt those marks made. And I have to say that I just let it dry for 15 minutes after the line art, and it was really dry. It wasn't I don't know what to put it, but with the brush pens it didn't smudge. So yeah, even with the lighter colors, as you can sometimes see a lot of smudging, so there was no smudging this time, but maybe it was just because I let it dry a bit. So I just coloring the lily. I didn't feel like doing like the artist with fine lines and stuff. I wanted to have just simple colors, as it was adding to the calm for me, and it wasn't distracting from the main subject, that is the girl. So with too much detail, maybe it would have been distracting, and it would have been the centerpiece of this artwork, and it was a bit problematic for me. Anyway, I will leave you to the end of the video with a bit of music, and you can, as always, I wish you good morning, a good day, a great afternoon, a good evening, or even a great night whenever and wherever you're watching this video. Bye!